What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, basketball returns to Seattle. We are doing our first expansion rebuild here in NBA 2K23, rebuilding the Seattle Supersonics expansion style. Let's get it. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated as we are on the road to 30,000 subscribers. So thank you guys again for the support you guys show. It's amazing. But the Seattle Supersonics are back, baby. We are back in the league, and we get to start off with our expansion draft. And we're going to rebuild this team until we bring a championship to Seattle. That is the promise, or, I'll at least try to get to that point. You guys know my luck. A championship doesn't always work out, but regardless, let's jump straight into it. Let's see what we get to pick. We have the first overall pick in the expansion draft. I also loaded in the Las Vegas Vipers as well. So we could take DeAndre Ayton to start our franchise. So the Suns didn't even protect DeAndre Ayton. That's kind of interesting. But I want to take a look around the league real quick. You got Jonathan Isaac as well. So already immediately, there's actually a lot of intriguing players in this player pool. I love a lot of what I'm seeing. And I think I have to take DeAndre Ayton to start things off. Yes, he's making $30 million. But if the Suns don't want to protect him, sign me up. I'll take a 24-year-old center to start off this rebuild 100%. They're going to take Isaiah Stewart. And then they take Kevin Love. Exactly what I wanted. I want Jonathan Isaac with my next pick. So this team's already getting expensive, but I love Jonathan Isaac. I know his injuries in real life are just kind of bizarre, but I mean, a 25-year-old power forward who used to win Defensive Player of the Year all the time, that is a great selection. Sign me up for that, and I get another pick as well. I'm also loving Grant Williams down here from Boston, another player. So already loving the team we're drafting. I'm already in love. So Grant Williams or Jordan Clarkson goes, and then Ayo Dosunmu goes. Ayo Dosunmu might have been my next pick, but Jayshawn Tate, we got Joe Ingles, we got Luke Kennard. What else we got? Brandon Clark. I actually like the idea of Brandon Clark. Honestly, we can get Kevin Huerter as well. Jose Alvarado. We got Darius Baisley, so we can take another forward if we want. So I actually might take the 22-year-old here. So I'm going to take Darius Baisley with this one. And as far as point guards are concerned, since I guess we do need a point guard, obviously, you got Dinwiddie. I got John Wall, I got Russell Westbrook. Yeah, the Lakers didn't protect Russell Westbrook. What a shocker. Aaron Holiday, Gabe Vincent, Dennis Smith Jr. None of these guys are intriguing me all that much, I will say. But we definitely need to take, like Malachi Flynn. Trey Jones, I guess, could be interesting. But I do like the idea of taking Kevin Huerter, honestly. He is making $14 million a year. We are getting pretty expensive, but I feel like he'd be a really solid starting shooting guard. And I think this team would be very, very interesting. So I'm going to take Kevin Huerter with this selection. So we get Baisley and Kevin Huerter. They take Dinwiddie, and they also take DiVincenzo. Okay. So I do need to take a point guard. So I guess I need a veteran point guard to start this franchise off. And I see John Wall. I see Reggie Jackson. I see Ish Smith. I see Dennis Smith Jr., TJ McConnell. Devontae Graham. New Orleans obviously has no interest in him going forward. Kendrick Nunn, Malachi Flynn, Trey Jones. You know what? Give me Trey Jones. Give me Trey Jones. I'll take Trey Jones. And I think after this, I might just let the CPU take the rest of this draft. What else we got? As far as 8, we got Kenny Chandler down here. We could just kind of take the young players. That's kind of what I'm kind of, as you can tell, I'm trying to take the young players. I'm going to take Jose Alvarado as well. All right, I'm going to take maybe 2 more selections. And I'm going to call it good. All right, is Clark? No, Clark is still here. So I'm going to take Clark. And then the other one is going to be, what else we got? Deadman. We got Omer as well. Drew Eubanks. You got Trendon Watford, Day'Ron Sharp, Chris Silva. Wow, there's a lot of good players here. Well, let me go age here. Let me filter age again. You got Nikola Jovic out of Miami. Kind of like the idea of that. Josh Minott. You got Jalen Johnson. Give me Nikola Jovic out of Miami. Give me Nikola Jovic. All right. I said I was gonna make 2 more selections, but I'm already loving some of these other picks I can make. You got Keon Johnson, Dane Springer, Peyton Watson. Give me Peyton Watson, and then give me, as you can tell, I'm taking all the young players I can get. Give me Day'Ron Sharp. I'm good now. I'm good. I'm gonna send the rest of the draft. I love how that draft went for us. We also got Russell. They took Russell Westbrook at the end. Come on now. And then Quentin Grimes. I like the idea of Quentin Grimes, but taking Russell Westbrook at the end, that sucks. I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, he's going to expire in the offseason. Doesn't matter. So the Lakers are literally having a parade now that Russell Westbrook is gone probably. So, but we can take a look at our roster, man. I'm excited. We get to play the Las Vegas Vipers to start off our season. But I think we drafted a pretty good team. I think we've solidified a really nice foundation. If you take a look at the starting 5, I mean, even with Russell Westbrook here, it's actually a good start because you're going to have Russell Westbrook kind of with his own team again. And we know, and I love Russell Westbrook, don't get me wrong, but yeah, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Huerter, Pat Connaughton, Jonathan Isaac, DeAndre, Grant Williams, Baisley, Brandon Clark, Jose Alvarado, and then Trey Jones. I think I want to move. We don't even have a single small forward. If I moved Grant Williams to small forward, would he go up in overall? I'm not really sure. He goes down. Baisley is going to stay the same. And then I guess the other one I was going to look at is like Isaac. Yeah, I guess we can move Isaac to the 3. He'd be kind of that tall small forward. And then have Grant Williams start out there. So I guess that's what we'll do. So DeAndre is going to be the main guy as of right now. And then Russell Westbrook. Also, I do want to see him be kind of the main guy. I'm going to run a 10-man rotation. Run a 10-man rotation. Russ, Kevin Huerter, Jonathan Isaac, Grant Williams, Ayton, Baisley, Connaughton, Clark, Jose Alvarado, and Trey Jones. I honestly don't know what to expect out of this roster. I feel like we could be pretty good and make the playoffs, but I also feel like we could be really bad. So our proficiency is horrible. So I'm going to assume we don't make the playoffs. I'll see you guys in the lottery where we can start, start this franchise and maybe start our first draft with Victor Wembanyama or something. We'll see. So Luka averages 43, 11, and 11. Literally just an absolute stud, as we know. He's just kind of unstoppable in 2K. Paulo Banchero, Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons, 6-man. Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player. DeAndre Ayton wins Most Improved Player as the Seattle Supersonics. 19 and 10. Obviously kind of expected. We did not make the playoffs, which is fine because I kind of wanted to be in the play-in anyway. So if you take a look at the player stats for this year, you had 17 from Russell Westbrook and then also 7. I don't really plan on keeping him around. And Darius Baisley actually had 12, which is not too bad. Isaac with 10, Huerter with 10, and Connaughton with 9. So obviously, we really don't have our main franchise piece. Yes, like I love DeAndre Ayton and all, but I really don't see him as like my number 1 leading scorer. Obviously, that's just not really what I want him to be. Maybe the number 2 guy, but definitely not number 1. Preferably number 3 if I could make that happen. And then CJ and Joel Embiid are your finals MVPs. In the conference finals, then you got the Pelicans going on to win the championship with Zion Williamson winning finals MVP. And Zion was looking super fit yesterday in media day. And I know a lot of people make fun of him a lot, but give him his credit where it's due. The man looked great. I'm not going to lie. So let's go to the lottery. We are projected, let's see. We're projected pick number 12. Okay, so we have a 1% chance at the number 1 overall pick. I mean, if we know anything about the NBA, sometimes they do be rigging the lottery. So maybe, just maybe, they're like, hey, we just added these 2 expansion teams. We need to kind of gain more interest in these teams, right? You just kind of have to. So maybe, just maybe, we push Seattle to number 1 and then Las Vegas number 2. And then, Wembanyama is a Supersonic and then Scoot is a Viper. So I don't know, man. The fix could be in. That's all I'm saying. So Grizzlies number 13. Moment of truth. Did Adam Silver do it for us? Let's see. And he did not. Okay. Sonics have never picked number 1. Well, yeah, I mean, we just, kind of became a franchise. Let's see. We got Jazz number 1, Knicks number 2, and Houston number 3. So we end up with the 12th pick in the draft. Super disappointed, honestly. I would have loved nothing more than to be able to pick, or than to be able to obviously have the number 1 overall pick and draft Wembanyama. But that's unfortunately not going to happen. I think we do need to fire our head coach. I didn't hire him. So let's go get our new head coach. And let's have a good offseason. So Monty Williams is going to be the new head coach of the Seattle Supersonics. Him and DeAndre Ayton are reunited, which may not be the best thing in the world, or it may be the best thing in the world. Who knows? But I'm super happy to have Monty Williams to start off this offseason. We needed a new head coach. I think we found a pretty good one, I will say. So let's go get a post-D coach. We need a perimeter defensive coach. We need to fill all this out to start our adventure on becoming a good franchise here. So obviously not making the playoffs year number 1 is not really where we wanted to be, but obviously we're probably never going to make it just off an expansion draft. So kind of had to do what you could do. I love DeAndre Ayton being here, but obviously we're still looking for our number 1 option, I would say. I don't think we really have that right now. So I guess if we wanted to find that quickly, we flip our draft pick and maybe some of the salary that we have. Why is there not a single big man coach? Finally found one. We'll get Chucky Cheeks. Wow, what a crazy name that is. But let's go to draft night. So draft night, we could obviously draft our player, and that's our new cornerstone franchise piece. Or we can get aggressive here and maybe, just maybe, trade for some vet around the league that kind of fits next to DeAndre Ayton's timeline. I'm cool with either. We got the Spurs rebuilding. The Suns got the Thunder rebuilding. What else we got? The Blazers are rebuilding. The Vipers are rebuilding. I mean, they didn't have too much that I would want. The 76ers. Cavs are buying. Got the Clippers rebuilding. I mean, he obviously can get Kawhi Paul George, but I'd prefer to get someone younger. LaMelo Ball. Wait, he's about to get paid, isn't he? LaMelo Ball is about to get paid. Yep. So I can't really trade for him right now. You got the Jazz. Don't really have anything I want. The Kings got De'Aaron Fox. I'm good on that one today. The Knicks got RJ Barrett. That could be kind of fun, but I don't know if I see RJ as my number one option. And then the Luka Doncic Mavericks are rebuilding as they were the number one seed. Got the Pacers, so I get Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, not really seeing anything I love here, to be honest with you. So let's just jump into the draft and let's even get at number 12. So number 12 on the board, we got Victor Wembanyama going to the Jazz, Scoot Henderson to the Knicks. So I would have loved one of those picks. The Vipers take Keontae George. So we'll go ahead and take, we'll take the Thompson twin here. I'm okay with that. So Thompson, welcome to the Jazz. I think we needed a small forward anyway, so I'm happy. Or not to the Jazz, to the Supersonics. Welcome to the Supersonics. I'm not the Jazz. I don't know why I said that. So yeah, we needed a small forward anyway, and we end up with a 76 overall, so not too bad. He should develop into something for us. And then we have Barney Parker, who's a 59 overall, so I'm not going to sign him. Player options, Jonathan Isaac, I'm going to accept. And then qualifying offers, Trey Jones, Brandon Clark, Grant Williams, and Darius Baisley. So a lot of free agents, which is probably why all these guys were available, because they're like, well, we're not paying these guys after the season's over. And I do want Grant Williams, and I think I want, well, we'll see. We'll see what I want. I should have money, though, shouldn't I? No, I guess, I kind of drafted a players with a bunch of salaries. Is there anybody that I want here that would make any sense? I mean, we could go ahead and throw Jordan Poole a bag, I guess. That would be something. I don't really know what Jordan Poole's ceiling would be in this game, but we could throw him a bag so we can have a DeAndre and Jordan Poole duo. I mean, I'll offer it, but I think the Warriors are going to match it, so probably not going to get him. Not going for Bridges. No, thank you. I have more pride than that. What else do we got? Nothing? Yeah, Tyler Hero, I guess, also is maybe someone that could be interesting. I guess if we believed in Tyler Hero, I mean, Tyler Hero is one of those guys that would love to be a number one option on his own team. I feel like he would be. Do we give him that chance to be that guy? I mean, I'm looking for something. So you know what? I'll offer him a contract. Why not? Let me get Tyler Hero on a contract. Let me see if he can become that guy for us. I don't know if he will, but hey, give him a chance. And he's going to accept another offer. I don't know if we get Jordan Poole here. I doubt we do. Can I? Nope, I guess so. No, the Warriors did not match Jordan Poole. So I guess I'm going to be walking away with Jordan Poole to be my brand new shooting guard here in Seattle. Super ecstatic about that. I actually love that addition to this team. So now we got Jose Alvarado, Jordan Poole, Kevin Huerter, Connaughton, Thompson, who is listed as shooting guard, and then got Jonathan Isaac. So I know for a fact what I want to do is I want to move Jonathan Isaac back to the 4. So Jonathan Isaac can go back to the power forward. I'm going to move Thompson to the small forward because I want to see him develop into a good small forward for us. So he's going to go to small forward, 77 overall. And we need a point guard. It's pretty clear we need a point guard next to, because I kind of like my starting 5 now. So we got Thompson, Isaac, Aiden, and then Jordan Poole at the 2. But we need a point guard. It's not even close how bad we need one. So I have Connaughton, Huerter, Quentin Grimes. I have some pieces to go trade for a point guard. And then also could sign one, obviously, as well. But I don't want Russell Westbrook back or anything like that. So let's go trade for a point guard to put next to Jordan Poole. So Monte Morris is definitely not the guy I want going forward in the future, but kind of looking more at like a bridge point guard here with Monte Morris potentially being my starting point guard, at least for this year. But after that, obviously going to look in a different direction. So I don't want to give up a first or anything like that. So I'll give up a couple seconds, and they still don't agree to that. So maybe at this point, you just don't do this trade. All this for Monte Morris, I just don't think at this point is even worth it. So never mind on that. Let's just go sign a point guard. I mean, I got Dennis Smith Jr., Gabe Vincent. Maybe just roll with Jose Alvarado for now, and we don't really find our starting point guard in one offseason. That's fine. Maybe wait till next year. So I guess that's what it's going to have to be. Huerter still not expiring, Connaughton. So we could find a way to include these guys in another trade later on. And then I don't mind Jovic getting some minutes, Isaac, and then Daron Sharp can get some minutes. So I guess at this point, we're looking for a backup power forward, and then we should be good to go. We got Bruce Brown, which I don't mind that addition. So I'm going to sign Bruce Brown to a deal. And I think that's going to be my offseason. So I love the addition of Jordan Poole. So we have a Jordan Poole, DeAndre Ayton duo, similar to how Devin Booker and DeAndre kind of paired together. So now we have Jordan Poole and DeAndre Ayton together, which I like. Jonathan Isaac as a role player, I love. And then hopefully Thompson can develop into something really nice for us. And then we're still going to be looking for a point guard and obviously still develop the bench. So I think we're in a good spot. I think we're going to have our young players continue to develop. And then eventually we can flip Huerter, maybe some of the young pieces, and Connaughton to a really, really good point guard. That's kind of the game plan. So for this year, it's going to be kind of another year where we're just kind of chilling, seeing what's going to happen. Maybe Jordan Poole and DeAndre can get the job done. But going forward, maybe the next offseason is where we make our really aggressive push at a veteran point guard that's going to just push this team over the top. So Monty Williams got Jose Alvarado, Jordan Poole, Thompson, Isaac, Aiden, Connaughton, Bruce Brown, Kevin Huerter, and then Daron Sharp. So that's going to be our rotation. Actually, might run a 10-man rotation just so Quentin Grimes can get some more minutes. And then Jordan Poole, as far as his shot tendency is concerned, since he is over here now, he is an 80 overall shot tendency. I'm going to push that even higher. I mean, I want the man to shoot some shots. And DeAndre, and I'm going to push it up to like an 86 as well. So that is going to be how we do things. We're going to simulate season number 2. Probably, maybe going to be a borderline playoff team, but obviously not really. I don't think we're a championship team just yet, but we're getting there. So MVP is going to go to Luka. Scoots, your rookie of the year. Isaiah Jackson, 6-man. Jokic, defensive player. Shane Sharp, wow, him winning defensive player of the year is very impressive, by the way. Shane Sharp, most improved. And then you got Taylor Jenkins, coach of the year, and Brandon Harrison is your executive. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team. So I believe we did make the playoffs, which is a good step in the right direction. So we are the 5th seed in the Western Conference. So Jordan Poole gets his own team here in Seattle, and things are looking absolutely magnificent. Averages 28 points per game for us, and then 23 and 10 from DeAndre Ayton. All we need to find is a really good point guard, and I'm really believing in this team. I think Jonathan Isaac and Thompson are going to be able to get it done at the forward spots, and then if we can find our elite point guard next to Jordan Poole, I think this could definitely be a championship, because I really do like the bench that we have. I think Quentin Grimes could develop into something for us. Jovic is going to continue to develop. Like, our bench is going to get good. So really excited about where we're at. I mean, we get to play Luka Doncic and the Mavs round number 1. I mean, I would be kind of crazy if we could beat them. I don't see that happening, but you never really know. Christian Wood apparently is going to be the 6th man of our life. He did not seem like he was too happy about that by tweeting out LOL. Let me go ahead and push this to a 9-man rotation into the playoffs. That way we kind of have our 9 best player playing. And then Daron Sharp is going to get that last spot, somebody current round. And do we upset the Mavericks? We almost do. We pushed them to 7. That's okay. No big deal. We get in the offseason and we start to add even more. So John Morant and Donovan Mitchell are your conference finals MVPs. And you get a Grizzlies versus Cavs series. That is an amazing series. And you get the Cavaliers winning the championship. But this time next year, it's going to be Seattle. This offseason, we're getting aggressive. Russell Westbrook retires in Utah, which is weird. And then Chris Paul retiring in Miami. Kyle Lowry retiring. Brook Lopez, Batum, Jeff Green. A lot of retirements there. Let's go straight to the lottery, though. And let's get it. So obviously we're not gonna have a lottery pick or anything, but we do have all of our draft picks, and we have a couple young players. We have salary. It is time to make a trade. Let's push this team over the top. Staff signing, what we got? So I think all this should be filled out. We're good on that. Let's just go straight to draft night. And like I said, let's take a look at who's pissed off around the league, and let's get them to Seattle. That is the game plan. So we are buying. The Spurs are rebuilding. They have Anthony Black at point guard. He's 74 overall. I could be patient with them, but I would just... Shai Gilgeous-Alexander sitting there. The Thunder are rebuilding. He's not untouchable. I mean, that immediately is going to have to be my go-to if I don't find anything else. If I can't get anybody else, imagine a Shai and Jordan Poole backcourt. Come on now. Anthony Edwards also would be fun. The Blazers, Damian Lillard at 34 years old. If he was younger, obviously I'd go for that. Or even Anthony Simons, but I don't know. Don't really want Anthony. The Vipers still not very good. So we are going in the right direction. They are not. James Harden. You got Drew Holiday. Again, you got Lonzo Ball. Garland and Mitchell. I don't think either one of those guys would be available. They just won a damn championship, for crying out loud. The Grizzlies, John Morant would be a dream. Trae Young, DeJounte would be cool as well. I guess if, they've been doing good, though. Second seed in the East for them. Tyler Hero, we tried to get him earlier. LaMelo Ball is untouchable. Derrick Rose and De'Aaron Fox. So De'Aaron Fox also could be a good option. Scoot Henderson on the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, I guess, could be somebody to go for. You got Fultz, and then you got Ben Simmons also. Jamal Murray could be fun. Halliburton could be interesting as well. Maybe we could just sign him outright if we don't go for him. I mean, because he's a free agent now, isn't he? Yep. So I think it's between Shai and De'Aaron Fox. I have traded for Shai a few times in 2K23, so I wonder if you guys would rather see me go for De'Aaron Fox to change things up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for Mr. De'Aaron Fox and the Sacramento Kings, and that is going to be my point guard. So De'Aaron Fox, I'm going to offer you guys Kevin Huerter, which you had earlier and you did not protect him. Connaughton, and I'll also offer my draft pick in this draft, which is 2022, and I'll offer you, well, let's just offer that straight up. They do not agree to that. I'll give you 2026 first as well. They do agree to that. So De'Aaron Fox was relatively cheap to get. That is our brand new point guards. So our brand new trios, De'Aaron Fox, Jordan Poole, and DeAndre Ayton. So we got our point guards. Now our starting five is going to be Thompson, Isaac, Fox, Poole, and DeAndre Ayton. Our bench is going to get better as well. Super excited about where we're at. Let's go straight to player options. Going straight to player options after getting De'Aaron Fox. Jonathan Isaac, I'm going to accept. And then qualifying offers, we have Armani Brooks, as a free agent. Not really worried about him. And then do we have any crazy free agents to worry about? We do not. Do we have like a full mid-level? We do. So we'd be able to sign another good bench piece here. So if we look at the roster, what are we lacking in? So Jose Alvarado is a backup point guard. Cool with that. Quentin Grimes, I think, will develop into a nice backup shooting guard. You got Jovic and then Thompson and Watson. So I feel like both of these guys could easily develop into a good small forward. Bruce Brown at the 4 right now. Then you have Day'Ron Sharpe. So, I mean, at this point, I kind of have a bench, but I think you just sign whatever you can find. So I should probably go like shooting guard / small forward for what I'm looking for. I saw Cameron Reddish out here. He very much intrigued me. Matisse Thybulle is also interesting. You got like Omer Claxton. So any of these guys could be a really good option. Shomo Kiki. So, I mean, I'm looking at, I think DeAnthony Melton intrigues me the most at that shooting guard spot. I mean, right now, our backup shooting guard is Quentin Grimes, like I said. But if I didn't, I don't know. I think we got to go DeAnthony Melton. I like the idea of DeAnthony Melton to be my backup shooting guard. He's a 78 overall. I think that's just going to make our bench that much better. So I love this addition of DeAnthony Melton. So I'm going to take that. And then that's probably going to be our bench. So let's go to player progression and see how it treats us. What another good offseason it was. Hopefully player progression is going to treat Thompson really well. So Thompson's up to an 80. Isaac is an 80. Day'Ron Sharpe's up to a 77. Quentin Grimes is up to a 77 as well. DeAnthony Melton is a 77. So I was kind of, yeah, so that's unfortunate. So Jovic and Watson didn't move too much. That's kind of where I didn't want it to be. So at this point, can I move Melton to small? Melton will go up at small forward. He's not really a small forward type. Like Quentin Grimes is a little bit taller, so I guess I'll play Quentin Grimes at the 3 instead, which is a little, you know, short, but it is what it is. So that's going to be our bench with De'Aaron Fox, Jordan Poole, Thompson, Jonathan Isaac, and DeAndre Ayton. I like this starting 5. I love it. I think they complement each other very well. DeAndre Ayton being the center down low, and then Fox and obviously Jordan Poole being your scorers in the backcourt, and then Thompson and Isaac are going to be your defenders / you know, role players, like really good role players. So loving this roster. I think we've done a great job building this team in Seattle. I think we definitely can compete for a championship this year after adding De'Aaron Fox to this mix. I don't see why not. I mean, why couldn't this team compete? De'Aaron Fox, Jordan Poole, Thompson, Isaac, DeAndre Ayton, Quentin Grimes, Day'Ron Sharpe, DeAnthony Melton, and Bruce Brown is going to be your rotation. Proficiency-wise, we are 4-star pace and space, and that looks like it's going to be the best we can do. And then we could go balance, but we'll go pace and space. We'll simulate season number 3. I think this team is about to be really good, and hopefully that reflects that here with our record. You guys already know who won MVP. Omaha goes to Rookie of the Year. Thompson is your 6th man, so the other Thompson twins having success in Washington. Giannis Defensive Player. Dyson Daniels most improved in New Orleans, which is interesting. I've never seen that before. Jamal Mosley, Coach of the Year. Anthony Adams is your executive for the Magic. So all NBA first team got Luka, LaMelo, Giannis, Jason Tatum, Jokic. All NBA second team and all NBA third team. You got Domantas Sabonis, Zion Williamson, Paul George, Scoot Henderson. No representative from our team, which I think is crazy because we just got the first seed in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the player stats for this season, not the rookie report. My apologies. Player stats. We had 28 from Jordan Poole. How is this man not making an All-NBA team? Is, you know, beyond me. But 28 points from him, 22 from De'Aaron Fox, 21 from DeAndre Ayton. So your big 3 out here is just doing exactly what we need them to do. 11 from Sharpe off the bench. Quentin Grimes with 11. 9 from Melton, 8 from Thompson, 6 from Jonathan Isaac, and then 5 from Bruce Brown. So it is time to see if this team is ready to go win a championship. We get Minnesota in round 1. They have Cat, Gobert, Russell, Dinwiddie, Anthony Edwards. So this is obviously a really scary 8th seed. You know what? It's 2K, so I would not be surprised at all if we lost in round 1. So in the current round, and we are going to, like I said, lose in round 1. That happens to me. It's like clockwork, bro. It's literally clockwork. I get the 1st seed. Wherever I get to play the 8th seed, I lose each and every time. It literally does not matter who I'm playing. So we got the Magic and we got Houston going to the finals. And we got the Rockets going on to win the championship with Kyrie Irving. I don't know why Kyrie always goes to the Rockets. Seems like he's always signing there in the simulations. But yeah, man, I'm annoyed. I mean, 2K, like, I don't get it, man. Like, how am I going to, why do I lose that team each and every time? I don't know. Or lose to the 8th seed each and every time. It just happens to me way too often. I'm sure you guys probably have that same problem as well. And maybe I'm just the unluckiest man in the world. I don't know. But I'm looking to run it back, obviously. Not going to end it off on that note. We're going to go one last season because this team just had a good year. And then for it to end like that, I mean, just super disappointing. So I want to keep the bench. I want to keep everything together. Quentin Grimes, Sharpe, I want them all back. I really love what we've built here. So there's no reason to let it go. Jonathan Isaac, I want to continue to be my starting power forward. Jose Alvarado, I know you didn't get any minutes, but, you know, I would definitely love to have you back. Same thing with Day'Ron Sharpe, and then I've used all my offers, so we're going to sign all of them, and then let's sign Quentin Grimes back as well. Not really an ideal starting small or backup small forward, but we definitely want them back. So we're going to sign all of them. And that should be all of our guys back, I believe. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, we kind of have our guys. So let's go straight to player progression, see if it goes up even more at all. And we're running it back one more year. Hopefully get like Quentin Grimes going up a little bit. Maybe Daron Sharp. Maybe Thompson's up to an 83, so that should help. So yeah, the bench is getting better, which is nice. So everyone's kind of progressing. And then Poole and Fox aren't moving too much, but that's okay. We kind of have what, we know what we have in them. They're going to be good. But hopefully we can get the first seed again, but maybe this time not lose an 8th seed. That'd be the dream, I would say. Okay, so this year we did win 50 games, but it only led to us being the 4th seed in the West. Maybe that's the best case scenario for us. That way we're not losing to an 8th seed. But 22, 22, and then 19. So things kind of went down a little bit. I think it's because Daron Sharp, Thompson, and Quentin Grimes got a little bit more involved. But Thompson's developing into a really good player for us, which is lovely to see. So I guess maybe if things don't go well this season, we run it back again, and maybe we trade Jonathan Isaac for just a really good power forward. But I'm hoping to win a championship this year. Even if we are the 4th seed, I still believe in this roster to get it done. So you get to play the Phoenix Suns in round 1, which I love my roster. Like I said, I've been kind of saying that. I love what we built here in Seattle. So I'm going to go semi-current round against Phoenix, and we are going to beat them in 6. Wow, that was a little tougher than I thought it would be. But now we get Houston, who just won a championship. They got DJ Wagner, Garuba, Kyrie Irving, Jalen Green, Derek Whitehead, Jabari. So that looks like a tough roster, but we do win game 1, so that's a good start. 35 from Jordan Poole. Game 2, up 2-0. Okay, I guess we're going to be that scary. 41-18. DeAndre Ayton dominates, and we beat them in 5. Let's go. Okay, we're in the Western Conference Finals going against Jordan Poole's former team. They got Capella. They still have Klay Thompson. Wiggins is still there as well. No longer have Draymond Green, it looks like. I feel like we can beat this roster. Jordan Poole, this team decided not to match your salary. How do you feel about that? You better come out here and average 50. Game 1, we're up 1-0. Let's see what we got. We had 36 from Jordan Poole. Love it. Jordan Poole, I need you to average a lot in this series, man. I need you to show the Warriors they messed up by not matching. Okay, Steph Curry kind of gets his revenge. Jordan Poole drops 45 still. All right, I'm going 8-man rotation here, man. I think I got to. 8-man rotation. I want to get to the finals here. No questions asked. Let's get it. Game 3. They're up 2-1. Game 4, we win. Come on, baby. Come on, man. Why are we... Bro, I swear, I can never get to the damn finals. Hold on. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Game 6. In Seattle. In front of these Seattle fans. We got this. 8-man rotation. Jordan Poole needs you to average 50 here. Or get 50. Come on. Come on, 2K. Give me the win. Give me the win. And, of course, we're not going to. Oh, man. This game, I swear it hates me or something, bro. Like, I can never have success here. Never. It just never works out my way. And finding the willpower to keep going is just so tough. First year, lose to a damn 8th seed. Second year, lose to a team I believe I'm better than. Just kind of happens, man. The Warriors go on to win the championship. We're going one last season. That's it, man. This is it. No matter what. I don't care what happens. If I get the first seed and lose to the 8th seed, then it is what it is. We end it there. I don't care. The willpower that I have to keep going is definitely just falling off a cliff right now. But you know what? I will go one more year for you guys to see if we can bring this championship to Seattle. That was the dream. That was the goal. And we have been literally cucked the last 2 seasons. So let's go straight to player options and let's get this going. So let's keep the roster the same. Thompson's up to an 84. Qualifying offers Jovic and Watson are both free agents. What I think I want to do is I want to bring both of those guys back. Neither one of them were getting minutes. Wow, we got a crazy free agency pool. DeAndre Ayton, wow, we actually might not be able to resign anybody. De'Aaron Fox and DeAndre Ayton are obviously going to be #1 priorities. Quentin Grimes and Daron Sharp also going to be pretty important. So I'm going to sign those guys. So let's make sure we get Daron Sharp back. And then I'm going to sign, yeah, so let's sign all 4 of these guys. Make sure we get all 4 of them. So we got all 4 of them back. So the roster's getting expensive. But I also want to sign Jovic. And Watson's loaning a lot of money. But, okay, basically why I did that is because now I'm getting Jonathan Isaac and I'm getting Jovic in the same trade. And I'm looking for a power forward. Jovic around $7 million. And I'll give a first-round pick. Power forwards that pop up to give us a little bit of an edge, maybe. Cameron Johnson, Vanderbilt, D'Angelo Russell, Jeremy Grant, Armstrong. Not really liking any of these offers at all, to be honest with you. What else do we got? One last trade to make here. Power forward around the league. You got Kuminga, who's not going to be able to be, gettable. Giannis is not going to be gettable. Marketing, Evan Mobley would be awesome, obviously. Bridges, no thank you. Jaren Jackson. John Collins maybe could be obtainable, I guess. We don't really need a John Collins, though. I mean, I really like Jonathan Isaac. He's just not progressing at all. That's my only problem with him. I don't really see any better power forward, to be honest with you. I mean, Patrick Williams, I guess, could be exactly what we kind of need. And he's just a little bit better in overall. So Patrick Williams, I guess, will be the dream. So I'm going to offer, you know what? I'm going to try to do this without offering, Jonathan Isaac. So 15 million more in the trade. I just gave, you know what? We'll give DeAnthony Melton in this trade, and then we'll grab this guy. So all this for Williams. They don't agree to that. I'll give you a first unprotected. Give me a first, another first, top 3 protected. They still don't agree to that, and I'll offer you a second. I mean, at this point, I'm desperate. Take my 2030 pick. Wow. They did not accept that. That is crazy to me. I guess I have to throw Isaac in the trade then. So Isaac, all that for Williams. Dude, they don't agree to that. I'm done. All right, so never mind. I guess I'm just rolling with what we got. So we're running it again. This same roster, I guess. Jonathan Isaac. Thought I could get a better power forward, but whatever. We can't. I wanted a 3-and-D power forward. Patrick Williams would have been perfect, but the Pistons are just not griping at all at 3 first-round picks being offered. Watson's coming back. So I guess maybe I can try this with Watson in the trade. I don't know. We can try. So let's go Isaac. Well, again, let me do this without Isaac. So we got Melton, Watson, and Jovic. All that. Let's see what pops up. James Bouknight, Lauri Markkanen, Jared Vanderbilt, Rudy Gobert off the bench, Nasir Little. We have Day'Ron Sharpe. Jared Vanderbilt and Zubac, I guess, wouldn't be too bad. That's going to just make the bench a little bit better. You know what? We'll do this trade. We'll get Jared Vanderbilt, and then we'll move Vanderbilt to power forward. He'll be kind of another Jonathan Isaac caliber kind of player. So now I got De'Aaron Fox, Jordan Poole, Asar Thompson up to an 85, Quentin Grimes, and then you got Jonathan Isaac, Jared Vanderbilt, and then Day'Ron Sharpe, DeAndre Ayton. So we don't even have a backup guard. I didn't even sign one. But you know what? It's fine. So like I said, one more season. Running it back. If we don't win, then it's just not in the cards today, I guess. All right, we ran it back for one last season. We got the first seed, which I'm a little scared of, to be honest with you, because maybe we lose to an 8th seed. But here are your player stats. Thompson continues developing a really nice player for us. Quentin Grimes, 12. 21 from Fox, 21 from Ayton, and then 26 from Jordan Poole. Here we go. Can we get it done? We get Phoenix in round 1. We beat them last year. They got Şengün now. So if we lose to an 8th seed, then GG's, I guess. And thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.